This is the Art Life video blog, day 115. My name is Jacob Wolf.
My name's Mike Kornafel. I live in Milwaukee, Oregon, and I'm an oil painter.
Right on. Thank you for having me here, Michael.
You're welcome.
So, you have not always been an oil painter. What was your first introduction into the art world?
My first introduction in the art world was through photography. Although I've always been inclined to do well at, throughout public schools, I did well in art. And then I became a photographer several decades ago. And I think the eye that I had as a photographer transformed well into oil painting, and I only started to paint about 5 years ago, and I enjoy it. Living here in Milwaukee, Oregon, I paint virtually almost always when it's raining. And it rains here a lot, so consequently I have a lot of paintings I've done, but it kills or occupies boring rainy days quite well. That's about it.
When did you get introduced to photography?
Geez, probably late 60s, early 70s. I was working in the advertising field, and then I did some work in modeling and in some TV commercials, and met a lot of photographers over the years, and actually became friends with some of them, and they inspired me to become a photographer, and I did that as a freelance photographer for well over 3 decades. Shot images for many companies. I had stock photo agents. I had an agent in New York and London who sold my photography for me. And
so you were self-employed the whole time?
Yes, virtually my whole career I have been, with the exception of a few years when I was discharged and I worked for one of the Hearst papers and also the Chicago Tribune for about 3 or 4 years. And then when I started to do modeling work and then transitioned into photography, that was it. I became self-employed, and I have been ever since.
When did you make the transition from photography to painting?
Well, I stopped. Actually, what happened was I never transitioned into digital. I was an analog photographer, and when digital came along, I was well up in age, and I just decided I didn't want to transition to the digital, and I didn't. So I quit photography or producing images for sale, I'd say about less than 10 years ago, and my agent sent all my slides or transparencies back to me, and because they all switched to digital. And it was a few years after that, it was a rainy day, and I found an old box with some paintings that my ex-mother-in-law bought for my sons when they were quite young. And that oil painting's messy, so I never gave it to them. And I took that out and started painting, and that was about 5 years ago.
Do you remember what your first painting was?
Yeah, It's in my bedroom.
It's in your bedroom? Do you want to go grab that really quick?
Sure.
All right. What was your motivation for painting this? Was it your feelings, or was it just...
No, it was an old antique frame that I had years ago. And when I took the glass out, there was a print with a similar image to that. And I always liked it, so I decided, it'd be something I'd try to paint, but that's it. And then the one above it with the, this one here would be this would be the last one I did.
So,
Which was yesterday.
Very first versus your second. So how do you think that you've progressed in your painting in the past 5 years?
I really can't answer that well because I think my paintings are like all over the place, so, because some of the really early things I did, even the portraits of my sons, I like just as well as some of the stuff I'm doing now. I think it's on a par with some of the stuff I'm doing now. So I don't know.
Are you showing paintings anywhere? No? Is that something that you would like to do?
Yeah. I really haven't because I've really been, unsure about the worthiness, but I've recently sold a couple, at what I would consider standard rate for the painting that size,
right,
for an unknown artist, and yeah, I would like to sell them or show them if somebody thought they were worthy and wanted to do that.
Right on. So for man, I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Weed.
Yeah.
Don't put that up.
It's legalized as of today.
Yeah, I know. I don't give it.
Oh, so how are you taking pictures of them and putting them on Facebook?
No.
No, you don't do that?
Oh, on Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, on Facebook,
Share them with, at least friends and family?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I get pats on the back verbally, But.
And then how did you actually sell the paintings that you have sold?
Just friends. The first person to buy my paintings is a friend of my son, Matt. This guy, Josh, from Spokane. He's bought a couple. And like to sell them some more now that they're better. And then I recently sold one that was, right in the ballpark at what, I think that, the unknown painters get for paintings that size, original oils. And so, but I would like to sell them, if there was some kind of a venue or opportunity.
Right on. Well, I'll let you know when I hear of opportunities. I know of a couple galleries that do open submissions on a monthly basis. And then I'm doing my gallery that's going to be in August 28th, and you're welcome to come show paintings there.
Okay.
And a little bit about that. It's called 4th Effin' Friday, August 28th. It'll be from probably 7 to about 11 or 12. There's free booze, free food. There should be live music, a ton of artists. And I ask all of the artists if there's something small that they wouldn't mind donating. And then we do a raffle. Anybody that donates $5 or more towards the gallery to help.
Raffle ticket, yeah.
Yeah, gets a raffle ticket, and they get to win a bunch of art at the end of the night, which is, it keeps people there throughout the night, first of all. And it's just a good way to end the evening.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah, it sure is. So do you have any ambitions or plans for your future with your art?
With my art, you know, I tell you, the thing I like about my art the most is the escape.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know if you paint yourself, but when when I'm painting, you know, the world ceases to exist. I mean, for literally several hours and so forth. And then you come back to where you are and what you're doing. You get so involved in something like that. And I'm satisfied with that at this point in time. Although I'd like to sell some, you know,
You have
more
a bunch of
discretionary.
paintings. You have a bunch. Do you know about how many are around your house?
Rains a lot here. And like I told you, I paint when it rains.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd say I've got probably 60.
60 paintings. Well, hopefully we can get you showing some places.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'd move for that.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know, like I say, I really enjoy doing it. It occupies my time. It you know, eliminates the boredom you'd have being a retired guy like me and sitting here in the house while it's raining. And that's about it. And then, like I say, when my sons will have these someday, they can do what they want with them.
Right on.
But I've given family and friends paintings, and you know, I've sold a couple, but that's about it.
You said that you called an auction house.
Oh yeah, there's an auction house, and this is a true story. I buy my paints off of Craigslist from people like me who think they're painters and decide, well, maybe not. They sell their paints. So I buy those because they're less expensive. Anyway, I met a person that I bought paints from. I asked him if he sold any of his paintings. He said that he hadn't, but he heard a gallery in Lake Oswego auctions paintings off. And so I got the number and I called them, and the woman answered. She said, Matthew Gallery? I said, yeah. I said, I understand you auction off paintings. She said, yes, we do. Do you have paintings you want to auction off? And I said, yeah, I'd like to. And she says, who are they by? And I said, me. And she said, could you call us back when you're dead? But see, they only, you know, they handle dead painters, you know, like people who have fine paintings in their home and then want to liquidate them.
Right. That's so funny.
I know, so it kind of, you know, it's a
So
little hard to sell paintings when you're alive. It's hard to sell paintings when you're alive.
Your children will have a lead someday, so where to go?
I told my son's name is Matthew, so he'll never forget. You know, you can call him up. I know. Yeah.
Well, do you have any last questions, comments, concerns? No? Well, thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure
to
meet you.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Art Life Video Blog, day 115, and I've got another interview scheduled tomorrow, so see you tomorrow.